Can you guys hear that?
It's very low.
It's very, yeah.
Low. I don't know what I can do about low. Can you guys hear that?
Very low.
Well, hi there.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning, Joey. Good morning,
Text.
Cassie.
Good morning.
I understand Mary's having trouble with her computer this morning.
Believe so. Father Fish, Rodney says that he emailed you a picture of his tank. I think he'd like to share with us.
Oh, well, let me take a look.
If you can find it when you get a minute.
I will look for it right now.
All right.
Mail. Raven Thomas stickers. When did he send it?
He just told me he sent it, but I don't know when. Rodney, can you let us know?
Yeah,
So he can
I'm
find
not
it?
seeing anything. I don't have anything yet today.
Okay.
Rodney,
did you send it this morning or did you send it yesterday? Can you let us know?
Yeah, looking, not finding.
Okay.
Fatherfish at fatherfish.net. Fatherfish at fatherfish.net. I will receive your emails and reply accordingly.
All right.
So and I don't have any yet today. I do have a couple of requests from stickers that are going to go out.
All right.
They'll go out today. One to Craig Broderick.
All right. He's saying he sent it today, but
Breon Fair and Raven Thomas are getting stickers put in the mail today.
Nice. That would be nice.
Send the email again. I did not receive anything. Fatherfish at fatherfish.net. Take a look and see what you got there.
Yeah. And I
Uh,
guess for anybody else, that is a good way to share if you want to just share a
right,
couple photos
absolutely.
of your
Happy
tank.
to do that. Yeah, if you've got a picture that you want to send, just send it to my email and I can bring it right up on the screen. Or you're welcome to jump into the chat, into the video portion of the chat, and we'll bring you up and you can show off your tanks, fish room, whatever, live on stream.
There
I
you
hope
go.
everyone has had a chance to look at the new Wallstead video. We're at about 500 hits so far, so that's in less than 24 hours. It's leveled off, so maybe it'll pick up again later in the day. But so far, it does not look like it's going to go ballistic. But 500 hits is a lot of hits for this small channel. So we're very grateful for people looking at it and paying attention. We're going to be doing the follow up video of that Wallstead overview today. So that should be up, could well be up by the end of the day. And it will be Father Fish's application of the Wallstead method, which will move into, it'll deal with two areas primarily. The two areas that are left unresolved in her book, which is uh, the nutrition, the long-term nutritional value of the dirt, and the relationship between anaerobics and the water column. So those are two issues we've been working on for the last 10 years or so and have found some solutions for. So we'll be discussing that, moving the conversation forward. I need to turn my fan on in here. Oh,
Well, we got other people mentioning maybe sending photos, so that will be nice if we get some.
oh,
Sharpie says he has all his water changes done for the week. That's nice.
yeah, Holly watched the video, made some very, very kind comments. And
Nice.
she said she's been looking at the interviews that were done. They were done 7, 8 years ago, I guess, with Diana Wallstead.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, and they're really very interesting because, again, the book was published originally 20 years ago. It's had three issues. The latest one was in 2012, and that was about the time she did those interviews. And it does carry. I've got the 2012 copy here, but even at that point, the book does not. It leaves off with those two unresolved issues, which she had begun to respond to in the interviews that she gave. I have not been following the Barr report, um, mainly because she's an adjunct to the Barr report as a notable and respected authority in the field. She occasionally participates, but the Barr report is primarily an injected CO2, although they paid lip service to non CO2 tanks. Their primary focus is is really on shallow substrate and the application of CO2. So they're really not promoting a deep substrate. They're promoting what Diana in her book calls a high tech approach, and that's really what the Barr report is all about. It's that high tech high-tech approach. I've had some discussions with some of the acolytes in that movement, um, and we're just on a very different page.
Um,
Um, yes.
two things. I think people are sending you photos in your email, but Holly's asking,
Yeah.
do you think one book is better than the other?
I beg your pardon?
Holly was asking if you think one book is better than the other, and I think people are emailing you photos of their tanks.
If I think one book is better than
Yeah,
another?
that's what she said.
Yeah, were there two books? I'm not sure.
That's
which
what I was
No,
wondering too.
there are three
Okay.
editions. There are three
Okay.
editions, but
All right.
I have the third edition.
So
The
maybe
first
that's what
and the
she's saying.
second edition are no effective changes. And I have not looked at the second to see what the difference is with the third. So I only know the third edition. And they mention in the book that there were no changes between one and two, but then I did not find a comment about the difference between two and three. My guess is that there are no substantial differences. There were additional graphics, photographs, and so forth in the later second edition. I assume that's also true by the third,
Okay.
which did come 5 years later. I think it was 5 years. The first was in, excuse me, in 1999 was the first edition.
I think sometimes they'll change a cover and it'll make you think it's a different book.
Yeah, second edition was 2003. And then 9 years later, 2012, for the third edition. My understanding, uh, having read the the preface and the front plates and so forth, acknowledgments and whatnot, is that there are no substantive differences between two and three. What I've done is take in my review of the book,
Father
I've
Fish, I have a comment on that.
taken the introduction and gone through the introduction, which details the book in outline format, and that's what I've used in my review. Yes, Cassie.
I looked up the differences, and they said over on Aquatic Plant Central that Diana said the difference is minor and just cosmetic between
Yeah.
the second and the third.
Between two and three. Yeah, I was sure
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
There was
Sharpie
no
says-
additional research included in three that was not in two.
And then Jay in Aquarium was talking about how he just bred his clownfish, and they have a lot of babies, and he sent the picture to
the
you.
pictures. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
So hopefully you received those. That would be fun to see. And yeah, Sharpie says there's only just a few minor editorial changes between the three editions. So
I'm
But I
trying to
can feel-
download these videos, these pictures, and I'm not getting them.
okay. I mean,
Don't
I know
know
I've
why.
been fooled before by books. They change the cover and you think, oh, it's new, but it's not.
Rodney Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Click to download.
Okay, well, good. You get some photos coming in. That'll be nice.
Yeah, but they're not downloading.
Oh,
It can
Well-
take a few minutes or
Yeah.
several.
so we can just continue and then maybe they'll be there, hopefully. Roger Sonnen has a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you're ready. Okay. Father Fish, I want to start a new tank, salt water. Any tips? You recommend a deep sand bed?
I'm sorry, I missed that altogether.
He said, that's okay. He says, Father Fish, I want to start a new tank, salt water. Any tips? Do you recommend a deep sand bed?
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on one second. I need to take this. They've been
Okay.
trying to call me for a month. Father Fish. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. In fact, the deep sand bed has as long a history uh, in saltwater as it does in freshwater. What have we got here? I've got a video. Is this?
I don't know whose that is because
I don't know who. Oh, is that Roger? It's not Rogers. Is that Rodney's? Possibly.
maybe that. Yeah.
I'm thinking it's Rodney. Yeah,
Yeah, because he talked to me about goldfish, so I'm assuming
must
that
be
might
it.
Rodney.
Right. Well, yeah, it's interesting. It's I'm not going to get back. I don't know how I got it up actually.
Hmm.
Indeed.
Well, Mary's in our chat. She's having trouble with her computer this morning.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just saw her come in.
Is she here? No.
Well, she's
She's in the
I
chat.
don't. She's in the chat. I don't think
Right.
she's backstage.
She says
He
she
has
thinks
the
you can
deep.
get on YouTube, so that's
He's got a deep substrate of fine, what looks to be a fine gravel, which is probably a good choice with goldfish. He's not dirted. It's top to bottom monoculture, the same material. With a tank that has the plant, a limited plant population, such as you have there. This is not doing anything. A limited plant population. It's probably going to hold up really well. I rather expect Rodney that it'll be a nice tank long term. What you want to be careful about is getting into it and cleaning up the substrate. I would leave that substrate absolutely alone. And unless you want to break the tank down and start over, don't get into the substrate. Just leave it be. It will develop eventually in a year or so. It will develop an anaerobic layer, and it's deep enough. It'll be able to keep that down in there, and will be breaking down waste. So my hunch is that it'll be a nice tank. It'll be a tank that'll be stable and long term. My best advice is to trust it, and just let it go forward, and I think you'll be happy with it. There's Science Gal.
And I was like, and I only saw your fish for a minute, but they looked great.
Yes.
And Father Fish, can you drop the link for Mary,
Yes.
please?
Patio, patois,
Yeah,
whatever.
sure.
How do you say that? Cassie, how do you say Pateoi? It's not patois. What is it?
Theo?
Pateo?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Pateo? Tisha, there she is.
Chevy had made a comment about JN Aquarium at 8:16.
Good morning, Mary.
Thank you for the information, Chevy.
JN Aquarium has done many videos on his spawning clowns, hatching their eggs, raising the fry to various months. He includes the trials, up and downs, and feeding, housing, and care. There are a few people. We have a fellow here in town who's been raising clowns for about 20 years. In fact, he has a pair of clowns that he bought when they were 5 years old that he still has. That was 15 years ago. And they continue to produce. He's had literally tens of thousands of babies from that one pair of fish. And he has it down to a science. I mean, when he gets a spawn, he's going to have babies available for sale at 3/4 of an inch in 2 to 3 months. It's I've had a lot of his fish, and they're really nice, hardy fish. So yeah, there are people who have learned how to do it and do it extremely well. There are, of course, commercial facilities that are doing extraordinary things with clowns. Let me show you. I just got some pictures this morning that are just real impressive. Take
Oh, thank you, Misfit. Did you see your super chat from Misfit? Father Fish?
take a look at these. Just really remarkable. See the bullets? This one is full of spots. And the other one has streamers. Well, I can't get it now. Let me back up. It's vintage. Here it is. Look at that little beast. Isn't that amazing? If you can see it, it's kind of a tiny picture.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's a little
Father
hard
Fish
to.
Misfit gave you a super
Could
chat.
that just be a shadow though? Or is that really?
It's not shadow. It actually has black on the tips of its fins, and the fins are streamed like a crown-tailed betta.
I don't think I've
They're
ever
a little
seen
more
that before.
broken than that, but that's what they've achieved. So, what this demonstrates is selective breeding, and a lot of it. It's been going on for years and has produced many really unusual and remarkable strains, colors, and so forth. There it is, Misfit. Thank you
Yeah, I
so
was
very
gonna
much,
say.
Misfit.
I didn't want
Good
you to
morning,
miss
good
it.
morning.
Good morning, Misfit. How are you?
Hi, Mary. Good morning, Mary. Nice to see you. You finally made it. Zen Ginger is here. Good
Yes.
morning. Hello, Zen
The
Ginger.
Zen Ginger is in the house.
Happy to see you, Gina. Misfit, Catfish, Terry, Catfish. Hello, hello. Always good to see you, Catfish. Al Wet Socks,
Alex, show me a blue clownfish and I'll be impressed.
a blue clownfish. Yeah, I dare say it's coming.
Good.
I got some. I got whites and blacks in this time,
Oh, nice.
and some darker ones. I got a bunch of disbards.
I love them. If I had a saltwater tank, I think I would just have all clownfish.
Yeah, the issue, of course,
Planning on.
the
Oh,
reason
good.
they do, the reason they do all of these fancy fish is because they sell for a pretty high price.
Oh, I see
So
that too.
these
Um,
these are going to go. This newest one will probably be close to $100
yeah,
wholesale. So
that's
it's
where I've
going
seen
to go
them.
200 to 300 retail, or 300 to 400 depends on the shop. Some of the high end shops can get $400 or $500 for a fish like that.
Yeah.
Shop like mine, I don't even carry it because they would sit here too long, and I'd run the risk of losing them. They were,
Sorry. Tisha has
okay.
a question at 8:18.
Tisha, yes. You want to read it? I'm not there.
Yep, I have one Rasbora out of 4 that doesn't look good. A bit on the paler side. His belly looks like it's she says clugged up. The other fish chase him away. What could it be?
818, you said. I've
Yeah. It's right below Science Gal.
yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Doesn't look good. A bit on the pale side. The belly looks like it's clogged up. Fish chase them away. Could be anything or nothing. Tisha, it's impossible to know.
Yeah.
It could be a female full of eggs, and they could be not chasing it but trying to breed with it. It's just impossible to say. If you want to try to do a video of it and send us a clip, or even come up online and show it, we can take a look. But it's just impossible to say what it is or what it could be. As I say, it could be something or it could be nothing.
Is it true that the females are the larger size than the males?
Well, they're fatter Rasboras. I don't think there's that much difference in size. I mean, there might be a marginal difference. The female, of course, will be fatter, and the male will be thin by comparison. So she is saying that it's a chubby, like clogged up belly looks, which leads me to believe it could simply be that it's a female full of eggs. They would tend to be a little paler. It would not be as intense a color. That would be my first hunch, that you've got three males and a female, and they're ganging up on her. If the chasing, try to keep an eye on the chasing and see if you see something falling toward the bottom. They could be spawning.
Gina just sent you a super sticker. Thank you, Gina.
There you go.
Yes, thank you.
Misfit. Thank you, Misfit, for your super sticker. Here's Gina.
Yes, you can send them, Tisha, to his email. She has pictures.
Oh, good. Yes.
Yeah, you
Hi,
can send
Gina.
them
Nice to see you. Thank you very
fatherfish
much.
at fatherfish.net, right?
Thank you, Gina, for the super sticker. I deeply appreciate it and very much appreciate your being here. Thank you very much. City Venice, hello, hello. Nice to see you.
So Pateo says she is T-Bone's girlfriend, and she found you because T-Bone was using her tablet, and she pulled up history.
You're talking about Patio?
Yeah, her name is Patricia.
Patricia, Pat E006. He used my account last night, and so I found it. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Delighted to have you. That's Curly Bunny.
No.
Right.
That's
this is T-Bone's
Curly Bunny's
girlfriend.
Aquarium Cup's girlfriend.
Oh, that's Aquarium Cup. Oh, I got. Oh, that was interesting. That was interesting, wasn't it? Aquarium Cup and T-Bone. Well, there's two birds of a feather.
Two different countries, though.
This is the first time
opposite sides of the globe,
right.
if you will.
Yeah, we have not seen Patricia, I guess. This is her first.
I think they have instant energy poking through the middle of the globe. They are in communication. That's funny. That's funny.
We'll keep you straight, though. We will.
Yeah, we need to get Pat and Curly Bunny together.
She's cute.
That's funny.
I don't know.
And I know Aquarium Cop is here, so I expect he'll appreciate that.
Was he here? I didn't see him in here.
He's watching on video on television.
He said hi this morning.
He did come in. He did come in before the stream started.
Oh, okay. All right.
and made a
Gotcha.
comment or two. So
Yeah.
thrilled to have him back. We've been missing Aquarium Cop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Mary was bemoaning his absence just yesterday.
That's right.
You know, happy to see,
And
happy to see Aquarium Cop back with us.
I
But
just
Gina
hit the
too.
thumbs
I
up.
haven't seen Gina in a bit. So
Gina, yes, hello, Gina.
Gina's back.
Lee has a question here. He says, I need advice on the root system from the plants behind the bogwood. Should I cut them delicately with scissors or pull the plants? I did see that video, so I know exactly what you're talking about. And I think it really depends on what you want to do. You're going to be taking plants out anyway, so probably the best thing to do is simply remove those plants. You are going to be putting more plants in the goldfish tank, so go ahead and transfer those over. You've got plenty behind them, so it's not going to be a problem. And that will clear up that area where the bogwood was to be able to do something else with it. So, yeah, they're halfway out anyway. Just go ahead and pull them out. You might need to snip a chain somewhere unless you want to pull 20 of them out. But that'll be fine. That'll work out real well. And it'll help you accomplish what you're trying to get done, which is to remove a substantial portion of the tanks in there so you can replace them with some other things. Gina is saying she's had some rough mornings. Well, we hope we can smooth them over for you, Gina.
That's
We
right.
hope that you're being able to be here is something we cherish, and hope that it can be of inestimable value to you.
So
I have
I don't
something
know.
to add, Father Fish.
Right in your day, yes, Cass.
So if you do want to trim the roots, Lee, and you need to trim them, just leave like an inch or two on the roots, and they'll regrow.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw the video. These roots are the whole base of the plant is
I
exposed to
did.
water.
I saw it.
Yeah.
You can go and snip right there at the base if you need to.
Yeah, if you do that, it's still going to be exposed. I mean, I think the best thing to do, unless he wants to recover them, would, since he does want to remove plants anyway, is to take the low lying fruit, the ones that are practically unplanted anyway, and pull them out.
So you might want to, after you pull them out, trim off the long roots anyways, because when you stick them back down in there, then you're not going to have a problem with them protruding from the surface.
Yeah, the
Good
interesting
trim wouldn't hurt.
it's a good point because roots, once they've been pulled up, the plant needs to make new hair roots anyway. Not the long roots so much, but the little hair roots, because they're all damaged to the point of being useless once the plant is pulled up. Now, it does that very quickly. It grows those hair roots in a day or so. So it's not anything that causes imminent distress to the plant. But what it is to say is that what Cass is saying is absolutely true. Once a plant has been pulled up out of the ground, its roots at that point are relatively worthless. You can trim them sharply and also trim any leaves off of the plant that that are damaged or broken or diseased or otherwise dying. So you can do a real strong trim back, trim the leaves, trim the roots, and replant it, and it will jumpstart. It'll kickstart very quickly and be a strong plant. So don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to cut roots and to cut leaves when you're replanting a plant. We're putting a new plant in for that matter. I
And go,
very often will do that. I'll
yeah.
very often cut, if they're real long roots, I'll just cut them because it's too, or I'll roll them up in a bowl sometimes. But you're better off just removing them because the fish, the plant is going to be able to replenish them very quickly. What's Jason saying that's nice? What are we talking about?
He
Just leaving compliments.
he gave us ladies a compliment.
I said
Oh,
thank
how
you.
nice.
I'm
Well,
feeling
you're most the
tired.
ladies are most deserving. Absolutely
And in my
deserving.
case, it
This
is
is hump
makeup.
day, and I'm feeling like
Right.
we need a break. I'm tired.
You want to take a break? What time is it? How we doing?
I wanted to go curl up on the couch and take a nap.
I was
That
like,
kind of break.
I could
We're at
refill my coffee,
8:30.
that's for sure.
Must be
I
stuff.
That's napping. Do you
I
see
always
Ross?
need a refill.
Rossi's there taking a nap. I envy him right now.
Oh, there it is. Yes, they are beautiful, aren't they?
Come here.
Like
Here.
lovely flowers.
Shot.
Papa Shrimp Aquatics, drinking my coffee and trying to wake up and saying good morning to everyone. You go, Papa Shrimp.
I get these fits with my leg every now and then where it's just so tight, and then it'll go away, but then it'll come back again, like
So it's a cramp.
once a month. Well, it's like the whole leg will be
Yeah.
tight, and I'll feel like I need to stretch, and then it'll go away and like come back again in a month.
Pat
Well,
is
that's not
talking
bad.
about
What's that?
Pat's talking about T-Bone's water changes. She said he's been doing water changes every day because I said to do it so we can get rid of the yellow tinge. Problem is, I think it's coming from that piece of wood. Well, it most certainly is. You're absolutely right, Pat. That's exactly where it's coming from. He can slow down now on the water changes. Once he gets that sand in, it should turn things around. It is possible. That's a nice looking piece of wood, but it's possible that the wood is green, that it's really not thoroughly purged of any of its sap. It should it should if the water continues to get a dark yellow, not just a light tint, but darker, then you need to take the water out and set it out in the sun for a month or two, put it in a tub for a month or two, do something to purge the organics that are still in that piece of driftwood. Very, very often with large, dense pieces of wood like that, they will continue to, in effect, bleed into the water column for an extended period of time. I had a I had a piece of wood once that was brought into me that was magnificent. Never saw anything so nice. It was a web of roots. It was a root system, just a web of roots and beautiful, almost flat, and about 3 foot by 18 inches tall, maybe 4 inches deep, thick. I put it in the tank, and my water over a period of a week or so turned uh, a, a, almost a chocolate brown. It began to smell, and fish began to die. So I ripped it out and let it sit. It sat for about 2 years, and I sold it recently with an admonition to the owner that they may need to bleed it to soak it more extensively. Not heard back from them. I hope it worked out well. But that piece of wood was picked up in the woods, and it had not been laying on the ground a very long, probably not even a season. Many of these pieces of wood have to be on the ground or in the water for a year or more, sometimes 2 years or more, in order to be thoroughly purged of all of the organics that are in them. Now, by saying organics, it is organic because it's wood, but I mean the sap and the other um, soft, soluble tissue that are in it, like bark, for example. You should have bark off of any driftwood that you put in because the bark is going to tanninize the water very intensely. If you remember the piece of trunk that I had in the black water tank, that was a big trunk that was actually a fairly old piece. It was a few years old at least, but it was, to the best of my knowledge, pine root, which is a very soft wood. I put it in there. It was pretty well bleached out, did not have sap in it. It was very old. There was even dirt up in it um, that had replaced some of the organics that were in it. It nonetheless deteriorated and turned the water a dark brown. Now, it was not ever toxic. It never created a toxic environment, but it did cause the water to become very tannin, much the way leaves would do. If you put oak leaves or maple leaves or any of the other hardwood leaves in your tank, they will tanninize the water. They'll cause it to change color because they're breaking down, they're deteriorating and releasing uh, tannins in the water.
So I was just gonna say something to Cassie, but Alex is saying the same thing. It's like try a banana every day, get your potassium up.
Okay, you think it's just like a full entire leg cramp,
It's just
or is that restless?
sometimes I think
syndrome?
your muscles just need more.
It's
But
always my
stretching's
left
good
leg.
too.
It's always the leg I had surgery on my left foot. It's always
Yes.
that one.
Start stretching every day. That might help also. Banana and
I
stretching.
do. When it gets like that, I stretch and then it goes away.
But see, you need to stretch
Potassium.
every day. Don't do it only when you cramp. Do it all the time. That's
Yeah.
the mother in me. Do it all the time.
I just find it like I just want to sit there without stretching. So,
Yeah, I wake
I
up with a
understand.
calf. I wake up with a calf cramp every morning,
do you?
Yeah.
and I force my foot back to keep it from getting worse. And in a minute or so, it'll release.
Stretching.
I don't
that
drink
does help.
milk.
Stretch. Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't drink milk. I drink almond milk. I stopped drinking milk.
Yeah.
Leah's saying don't drink acidic, like apple orange juice,
Yeah.
anything acidic.
Well, the banana's good because if you like bananas, because
I
it's
do.
good and it's natural
They just-
potassium.
Doing it first thing in the morning with nothing else, it kind of will give you cramps in your tummy. And same with
Sharpie
apple juice.
is saying he
Orange
doesn't
juice in the morning.
he doesn't trust plants that walk too much like triffids. That's funny.
He doesn't trust
No.
what?
Father Fish, we need to reassure Patricia that when T-Bone adds the sand, it will be okay because she's
Oh.
worried it's going to kill his fish.
Oh heavens, no, not at all. Not at all.
I added a bunch of sand to one of my tanks yesterday, and all I did was lower the water and dump a bunch of sand in, and
Well,
then filled it back up.
But you didn't
That was
add
the
the
whole
play
thing.
sand. He got the play sand, and it's entirely cloudy if
Well, it
it's not
could be,
rinsed
but-
out. And we
I
talked
dump new
about
sand
that
in all the
too.
time.
We talked about rinsing it first. As long as he
Yeah.
rinses it, it should be okay.
Yeah.
What
And
is
you do that
Jason
too, Matt?
saying? 8:43. Let me see if I can get.
Uh-oh.
I was just saying you do that too. Just randomly dump sand in. I do.
I do.
feel I need more.
I do too.
Dump it in.
A little bit at a time. I mean,
All right, let's do.
very.
Let's take a short break here.
Ding, ding, ding.
We're going to take a little break.
I would love a break. Yeah, ding, 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 ding. Say it.
Can you take a nap and curl up with the kitty?
Go for it.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
Well, this is a quiet break. I'm going to stretch and do yoga.
Yes, indeed, you are.
Well, we didn't hear that. It didn't come through.
Yeah. It was a
What?
moment of silence.
We had a quiet break again.
That's right. It's quiet.
Really?
I could play it on my end and point my microphone into the speaker next time.
So it says there's 46 watching and 38 likes. That's
Honest
what I
to
showed.
God.
Could we get a couple more likes for Father Fish?
Yes, I just liked it.
Okay, thank you. Be nice if the three of us hit the
There you
button,
go, guys.
right?
And here's love for you guys in the morning.
Oh, I like it, Cass.
Yes.
Very
What
nice.
a wonderful show.
Oh, perfect.
My husband said, I can't read it. It's too hard to read. I'm like, well, tough.
Yeah, you liked it.
I'm like, those who are wearing it knows what it says.
That's right.
And then it's a talking point. People can come up to you and go, that's a neat shirt. What does it say? And you can explain.
It's a conversation starter, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Breaks the ice.
That's all it is. We lost Father Fish.
Yeah. I was going to try to get him to check his email again because I thought a few people were trying to send photos. I can't hear you, Mary.
Well, if you can send, like, if you can upload the photo to, like, Google and send a link, that works better than
Okay.
sending the actual
All
file.
right, you tell him how to do it. Yeah.
Mary knows. Mary, you can unmute yourself. We can't
Yeah,
hear
I know.
you,
I'm
Mary.
like, I can't hear you, Mary.
We can't hear you. You're not muted, but we can't hear you.
That's exactly it. You're not muted, but we can't hear you.
Oh, I think she's having that problem again with her computer.
Okay.
Sorry, Mary. We want to hear you.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, for me, you're doing the robotic thing, so that'll take me a minute. We're just having all sorts
I
of
don't know.
issues. Oh, I just heard you. Okay.
Patricia's not liking the sand, like the way it looks.
Oh.
Well,
It's
put
a-
something, Patricia, put something on top of it, maybe a quarter of an inch to a half an inch thick that you do like.
Yeah.
But don't try to take the sand out and replace it with something else. It's critical that it be in there. If you don't like the look of it, you can put something else on top. And in fact, if you will put a row of whatever you like right in the front at the glass and then run a pencil down between the glass and the sand, all of those little whatever they are will fall in there and you won't be able to see the sand at all.
Right. I'm
So,
laughing at her statement.
What?
She says, so tell me, does T-Bone behave himself on here? Because I
Oh.
know at times he can be a sarcastic bugger.
Ah, our lips are sealed.
Let's just say he has his good days and the not so good
He
days.
can be colorful, but we love him.
Well, we put him in the same category as Lee.
That's right.
They're a matched set. As
Thank goodness they don't live close to each other. They team up for sure.
Lee is saying, Patricia, T-Bone is awesome. He's my funny bugger partner. Just
Mhm.
ask Sir Father Fish. You betcha.
That's exactly it. Well, we put it this way: we always want T-Bone to come back.
Yeah, T-Bone and Lee both. And
We
and
love
the
him.
other one, of course, is Aquarium Cop. We love
Yes.
Aquarium Cop. And whenever he's gone for any period of time, we do miss him.
We miss him.
So we're
We
so
noticed.
glad he's,
We noticed when
even
people
though
aren't
he's not
around.
in the chat today, we know he's here watching.
Right. Well, I guess Mary's having some difficulties, so hopefully she'll make it back.
This has happened to her before, and I noticed when, one, her computer fell.
Yeah, that doesn't help. Yeah.
So
Right. Yeah.
that was unfortunate. But also, when she goes to her phone and comes back, that's when she usually has audio issues.
Okay. Yeah. See, everybody's reassuring. T-Bone is great, so there you go.
He
Right.
has more good days than not.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, cut from the same cloth. We might want to describe the nature of the cloth.
Of the cloth. Yeah.
That could be
Oh,
interesting.
we have Brienne here with us this morning, Father Fish.
Some kind of burlap, I think.
Brienne's come back on, so good morning, Brienne.
Good morning,
nice
Brienne.
to see you back.
Yeah, burlap.
Yeah, hello.
Burlap, some scratchy cloth. Is that what you're getting?
Never mind this adult, the direction this conversation's going.
Oh no, that wasn't anything
Blackbird's
bad.
burrowed is here. Let's see. I need to get back into the stream on YouTube.
So,
Have you seen any questions
No,
podcast
but
that
I'd
we're
like
missing?
to hear more from our young one. What fish does Brienne keep?
From Brienne?
Yeah, and tell us what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm seeing new people. You guys must have them in the evenings and they're joining us in the morning because they
Yeah.
look new to me.
Father Fish, did you see Jason's super chat?
No.
Oh, I think we missed it. We got one right
During break,
before you
yeah.
went to break.
Yeah. So thank you,
Let me
Jason.
go, let me go back.
It's up by 8:46, I think.
I wanted to share with you something non-fishy, but look what we made
Oh, nice.
the other day. We were given the task to take a white face mask and
Yeah.
turn it into, for Christmas, decorate it for Christmas. So
Oh, well, that's fun.
we did tie-dye.
Is that a school project?
The school gave them out to every student and said, decorate them for Christmas and wear them on Tuesday. So this is what the kids
So
wore
Christmas
yesterday.
color. No.
That's
And
cool.
we did tie-dye. So I folded it up like this, like an accordion. And then I rolled it. And then put a rubber band around it. And we did like half red, half green. And
I see.
I made my own tie-dye.
Oh, nice.
Because they didn't have green. You can get tie-dye from Walmart, but they only sell them in like packs of 3, and they didn't have green. They had red. So I got fabric paint and made my own dye.
Well, that works.
And I took like a push pin and put a hole in the top to squeeze it out. So there you go. What do you guys think of the tie-dye masks?
Well,
I think
like
it came out good. So I just wanted to share that with you. That's a little project we did.
No, it looks good.
From school. It didn't come out like a dark red, unfortunately, but maybe if I'd used like the entire paint bottle, it might have come out darker.
I don't know. I still think it looks nice. So
And then my oldest son is fussy. He goes, where the green and red met, it turned brown, and he didn't like that. He got mad.
Oh.
And I was like, that's tie-dye for you.
New England Endler says, I will hit the light if Father Fish gives us a Santa ho ho ho.
Okay.
Well,
that's very conditional.
At 50, what some kind of Father Fish real voice, reveal at 50 likes. I'm like, I don't know what he's looking for, but we could go for the ho ho ho.
I saw that and I didn't understand what it meant.
I wasn't quite sure what it meant either.
Yeah, I need to get my my Santa hat. I've got one somewhere packed away. I keep trying to get up there to take it out. A ho ho ho. We can do ho ho ho. We can do Santa. Ho 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 ho.
That's pretty good. You need to get your
Ho
hat.
ho 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 ho. Need my Santa hat.
Yeah, you do. Got to get into character.
Brienne has come back with a comment for us.
Oh, good.
She said, I have 5 fish tanks. She's in her bedroom. Discus, rummy nose, clownfish, gobies, bettas, guppies, and starfish. And her parents keep all saltwater community and also freshwater community tanks. They have 19 tanks in all.
Well, that's
impressive,
cool.
Brienne.
Very good.
And I like saltwater very much. I'm hoping to get some clownfish. But I like just the simple clownfish, believe it or not. My favorite is still the classic clownfish.
Well, if you can ever make it over here, we have a bunch of them. So you won't have any trouble finding them.
Yeah, we're planning on one day over the break. Pop on.
One day over the break. That'd be great.
I would just, if, like I said, if I had them, I would want one of every color I saw.
Well, when I was younger, I did. I wanted everything that I
Yeah.
thought was pretty. But now that I'm older, I'm like, I'll be happy with just a pair of clownfish.
I just like the way they act too. They're just so cute.
They're still my favorite. Yeah.
But they are
I
mean,
love those
right?
starfish too. With what do you call them? With the bumps. They're so pretty.
I don't know. Father
Basically,
fish.
all salt water
Yeah.
is pretty.
Are the clownfish mean though? Did I hear that right?
Let me explain a little bit about clownfish, because it's really interesting. All clownfish are born male. 100% of them are born male. As they mature, they live together in colonies, essentially in the school they were born in. As they mature, which takes anywhere between 2 and 5 years, two of them will be larger. The two largest ones will pair off, will begin swimming together, hanging together, and so forth. And they'll be chasing the others away. The larger of those two, over a period of 6 months to a year, changes sex to become a female. Once she completes that and begins egg production, then they will begin to spawn. They'll pick a spot where they will lay their eggs, and they'll use that same spot again and again and again and again, so long as it's there for year after year after year. They lay their eggs and fertilize them. The eggs then take approximately 21 days to mature and hatch. They hatch at dusk, just as the sun is going down, just as it's getting dark. You can see the little eyes in the eggs before they're ready to hatch. As soon as they hatch, the babies dart to the top. They're born in open ocean, essentially. So they dart to the top. The top layer of the ocean is the richest layer in terms of nutrition, microscopic life, and so forth. That's where the sun's rays are strongest. It's where algae grows, where there's lots and lots of life, microscopic life that those babies need right away. When they hatch, all of their yolk is used up. That's why they're able to pop to the top very quickly. So there is no parental care beyond hatching the eggs. Once the eggs are hatched, they're gone. And the pair will then recycle and begin laying eggs again. And they go through that over and over and over and over. Approximately once every 6 to 8 weeks, they'll lay a new nest. There will be new eggs. The babies then stay in that top layer until they go through their initial zygote stage, where they're really not fish because all they are is a mouth and a fin. So they begin to mature, they begin to develop organs, they become a real fish. After a week or two, about 2 weeks, then they'll begin to move toward the bottom, so that by a month later, they're swimming around on the bottom at about a quarter of an inch. Another month later, they can be half an inch. So they grow pretty quickly. The people who are breeding them are able to sell them at 3 to 4 months from the time they hatch. And they've got it down to an absolute system. They know exactly what to feed, how to feed, um, what day they're going to hatch, what minute of the day, and so forth. It's uh, it's a very routine, um, systematic kind of procedure.
Can I ask? So, if you buy clownfish and you wanted to keep like more than a pair, like how many should you buy them all at once to try to help with that aggression if there is any? Like buy
Well,
like more at a time?
if you have a big tank, you can keep more than two. Um, and once they pair off, then the dominant pair become dominant. And they will, in a smaller tank, they'll make life unbearable for any of the other clowns of the same species. You
See
can
that?
mix species, and there are a number of different species of clowns. Some of them worse than others. The tomato clown, for example, is an extremely aggressive fish, very difficult to keep with other clowns, although I do it in my big tray, and I never have a problem because there's an escape velocity. It's not velocity, it's really a measurement of distance, not of speed. At approximately 2 feet, the chase ends. So in an open environment, the intruder will be chased 2 feet away from the nest, and then the chase will drop off. In a tank, it's the same thing. If you've got a 6 foot tank, the chase will drop off at 2 foot. So you can keep more fish in a bigger tank. It's hard to do it in a little tank, but the reality is it's not going to be a problem for at least 1 to 2 years until they get big enough to really begin pairing off. And at that point, you can do a number of things. You can set up another tank. You can trade them in. Um, you can even sell off the breeding pair, and if you've got a group of others, be able to keep the group. So you've got some real options. What I would do at that point is set up a tank for the breeding pair and move them into it, so that you're going to be able to control that and be able to have a better chance of saving the fry when they're born.
Jason gave you another super chat, and
Yes.
they're trying to get you up to 50 likes. So if anybody has,
We did. We got up to
Thumbs up.
51. Can we get it to 60? We have
Like
not gotten to 60
Jason,
in the morning.
Ah.
But we only have 54 watching, but it would be nice to get up to 60.
it would be.
yeah, we did that yesterday evening.
Well, the evenings,
The
but
evenings.
yeah, you seem to
Yeah.
be getting more people in the evening.
Yeah, we had a lot more people, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, I think people
which
are
is
out of work.
still good. That's great.
Yeah,
I just
It's
want
all
to see
great.
the morning get picked up.
absolutely.
Because
Thank
you
you,
know
Zach,
what?
for posting
not doing-
links.
I'm not doing an
Yes.
evening shirt.
You're not doing what in.
I'm
what?
not going to do a father fish in the evening.
Oh,
Morning came first.
New England Endor. I was looking for a puppy. Siberian Husky Rottweiler with blue eyes. My. A Rottie and a Husky.
why isn't
That's
this
a good
coming
mix.
up?
Yeah, Roman Chirac covered his sand with pea gravel and large pebbles. Yeah, it absolutely does. It makes it very nice. I agree wholly. Roman Chirac saying rough cloth. Yeah, that's kind of what I had in mind. Burlap, or something coarser than burlap. What's coarser than burlap?
I don't know. I mean, burlap.
That's about as coarse as it gets. Isn't it?
Right.
Burlap, isn't that what they make bags out of?
Burlap,
Like
yes.
feed bags.
It's
They used to
yes.
Put a lot. Those used to be grain bags back in the day.
Right.
Burlap for oats. And,
Right, grain bags. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Now
rice
they
and
use
things.
it to make. You see the wreaths? They make it. It's really
Yeah.
nice material for making wreaths and making them nice and poofy. And you
right,
get it
right.
as tree skirts as well and other stuff.
Well, they were good because they were strong and they breathe.
Yeah.
You know,
It
less
has
careful.
like not as tight as a weave.
Right.
Zen Ginger
Oh
said,
no, Collinen's
Zen,
back.
what?
I said, oh no, Collinen's back.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
Who's
dear.
back for Gollymon?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
The Zen Ginger is on it. How did you do that, Zen Ginger? We can't even delete
She's
stuff.
quick. She's really quick.
But I can't
Goodbye, Al.
put
Have
him
a
in
good day.
timeout. Did
Thank
you
you.
put him in?
Gollymon hates this like we Zen, we tolerate Gollymon to a point.
To a point.
The point is when it becomes vulgar or otherwise off color.
I can't
But
put
after that point, we will tolerate Gollymon.
Oh yeah, Zen. I didn't mean it like you had to get rid of him. I was just joking.
She
no.
just timed him out.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, here we go. Here's
You're
Colin.
fine. Time him out. It's fine.
Yeah, he can be 3 minutes left on the hand.
Mary
Here we-
asked for the link. I gave her the link, Father Fish.
I didn't see
Do
that.
you see Mary back on yet?
Yes. There she is.
Hopefully the audio is working. Hello, Mary. I love your ombre hair. It's
Can y'all hear
very
me?
fashionable.
Can you hear me?
Yes. We
Okay.
hear you now.
I'll
Wonderful.
be able to in a minute, but
Okay.
Did
my
you fix
usual
something?
problem.
Did you have to reboot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine, Zen. He
I'm laughing at the Zen Ginger. You're
Gollymon,
good.
Gollymon is Lee's alter ego.
yeah.
Poor Zen Ginger. She's like, what the heck?
I know.
Yeah,
I
I
can hear
know.
you, Mary. Yes.
Father Fish.
That's right,
Do you guys
Jason.
see Zen Ginger in the evenings? I feel
Yes.
like
We'll
she's
be
new.
here all
And believe me, the Zen
Yeah.
Ginger, he usually does have to be timed out. He likes the naughty step.
day.
And he
Right.
does it so he can.
He likes it.
Yeah.
So we
yeah,
don't do it because he likes it.
Right.
Oh, I had this child in the 4th grade class last week, and like when I wrote his name on the board, he goes, "Yay!" I'm like, "That's not a good thing. Why are you celebrating that?" Well, whatever makes you
Well,
happy.
you know, in the movies, the class clown gets a lot of attention, right?
Well, at least he has a
Jester,
bright
his strut.
disposition, no matter what's happening. That's good.
True.
So I don't frown on it. I'm just like, really? Okay. You know, it's not a good thing, though,
Lee.
right?
Right.
You just don't.
So
think it's a goal.
Lee just banned Gollymon back to the basement.
Hey, we got 55 likes, y'all. Good job. 57 watching. Hey, wait a minute.
Now,
Yeah.
And now we're
We're
getting
gonna get up
close
to 60.
60.
come on.
We never stop, right? We got
59.
50, now we want 60.
We're almost there. Let's get
Let's
to 60.
do it. All you lurkers,
Thank you, Al.
come
Good to
on.
see you.
Lurkers unite.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
had
lurkers.
59. Come on.
We just need
60.
to press the
Oh,
button.
Sharpie.
Alert.
Hey, we have a challenge here.
Okay.
You do?
912 Sharpies, Models and Aquatics. Lee's troll account, Gollymon, is a
Yep.
friendly troll. Nobody has guessed my troll
Oh,
account.
really?
Aha!
I didn't know you
what's
had
your
one.
account?
Okay, Sharp.
We are on notice.
Yeah.
You have to let us know.
Well, we're going to figure it out.
Well, I think Roxanne figured it out with Lee. And that's why she's like Sheriff Roxanne.
Oh, it was easy to figure out with Lee, I thought.
I got it too.
Yeah.
But she was the first one to say it.
Yeah. I wasn't really talking that much then. I just was watching.
Yeah, me either.
Lurking.
Yeah, it was kind of early on, but you're right. At the beginning, there was a lot of guesswork.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't remember that, but
Oh,
I'm
so
not
now we got to
surprised.
figure out who Sharpies is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The difficulty here, of course, is that these are very occasional visitors
Exactly.
who are
Yeah.
here and gone in an instant. There may be a stray comment once every week or two or month. So it's hard to really track it.
Kevin says,
Hey.
I'm going to review my 75-gallon with just cardinal tetras. And he will be rehoming his current stock of tetras. Any tips on catching them? A big net.
I wish you well with
I'm
that.
looking
I'd very much like to see how it works out. I
I'm
don't
looking for
know
the video.
anyone. I don't know anyone who's been able to maintain an aquarium of cardinals or neons, for that matter, for any length of time. So if you can work it out, I'll be delighted to review it and post it and get your take on how you've been able to accomplish it. It's
Well,
certainly enormously desirable to be able to do that. For some reason, um, neons and cardinals are just very difficult to keep alive long term in large schools. And yet they're all bred in captivity in vast numbers by the millions. It's almost impossible to get wild caught anymore because the domestic are so prolific and so inexpensive.
it sounds like he's doing it if he's just wanting to take out the current stock that he has and replace them with the cardinals. He just wants to know how to catch them. Okay.
A big net, a big net.
Giant.
I posted
Giant
the
net,
video.
the biggest net you got, and try to find a bigger one.
Oh, Mary's posted a video of how Father Fish catches his fish.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
You know, I've got a netting video.
I just posted it.
It'll give you some idea. It's not a great video, but
Well,
it'll
like
give you some little.
and when you're feeding them, take like a bucket. I have a real nice bucket that works, but take that bucket or cup and go under them, and as they're eating, like get them.
Yeah, something clear, even a plastic bag, that can work as well. Lee, we have no sense of remorse or pity or sympathy for Gollymon at all. He is an utter and thoroughgoing reprobate for whom we have no mercy. So you needn't apologize for him.
I think it's harder to catch that last fish that doesn't want to go in the net than
The smart one.
Sharpie is saying it's
he's like going in the
reserved
corner.
for people when they need a proper trolling. Stuff I wouldn't say under my main account. We will be on the alert, although I dare say we rarely, if ever, have need for such trolling here on the Father Fish channel.
Right.
Rarely, if ever.
Now Gollymon's in love with Zen Ginger, so you better watch out.
Good Lord.
He'll probably win her over.
Yeah.
Hey,
See that picture
Yeah,
of
be
it.
careful, Stan.
that's right.
Gollymon can be very seductive.
Yes.
He's a charmer.
A real charmer, right?
Good morning, Greg and Gil.
Gollymon has puppies as his picture. Where did he get the dogs?
Gollymon has
That's
puppies.
to lure you in. That's to lure you. It's
Yeah.
like, look at the cute puppies.
Right.
All right, there you go.
They're his
Come
dogs.
see my
That's the
puppies,
bait.
right? Come
Look
see
at
my
cute puppies.
puppies, little girl.
Yes, exactly.
Come see my puppy.
Right.
Run.
Gil.
Run when someone says that to you.
A candy little girl.
That's right.
I like that, right?
Prayers for you, Gil. He's at the diabetic
Yeah.
clinic.
Well, I hope that goes well for you.
Lori, what are we doing time wise here?
Last time I looked, we were like 58,
9.
42 to 56 likes. Is that
We
the
got
same
10
number?
minutes. Yeah, what are what,
Herbine? Is it Herbine or
we're at 57,
Yes.
Yes.
Got
Herbine says lower the water. It'll be easier to.
58.
I think she's meant to catch them.
Okay, so
Greg, the
Shunty would like to know
diabetes
what the blue
trolls.
wrench is all about. T-Bones. lady would like to know what the blue wrench is all about.
T-Bone can tell you. You notice mine comes and goes because someone's
Well,
hacking me.
I guess
Yeah,
you're on
look
the
forward to it, Kevin. That'll be great.
The only one that doesn't get a wrench is Gollymon.
The wrench
Right.
is so that we recognize new people coming in, and you have to keep coming in for a little bit and contribute. And if Father Fish thinks you did like really good on your first day, he'll give you the wrench the first day too.
Right. Right. He's generous with the wrenches.
Right.
Yes.
It just means you're part of the show. You can drop links. You
Right.
can drop your own link. But you're just part of the club.
And Nicholas Graw has a question at 9:20. He says, I haven't fed my fish in 2 days. They seem to be fine. Should I feed them today?
That's
You might wait another 2 to 3 months.
oh, good Lord. Give it a try and let us know how it goes.
No,
Come back
Gollymon.
in a month.
Really,
You're not
Well-
eating my puppies.
Come back in a
Lee-
week and tell us.
Lee did not feed his fish for 6 months, and they were perfectly healthy. If you have small fish in a balanced tank with lots of plants and a deep substrate, that tank will produce food for the fish. Now, obviously, it's not going to produce food for a 10-inch Oscar,
Right.
but it will for little fish, tetras, guppies, live bears, and so forth. So any algae that's produced is food, microscopic life like paramecium and the like, little worms, little shrimp, tiny stuff is food for fish. The tank, as a function of its natural balance, produces food for for a relatively small fish population. Take a look at Lee's tank. He's got 100 fish in that tank that are being fed by the tank. Yeah, he's doing well.
You said, oh, I had a question when you're ready.
Okay, thank you. Betsy's leaving.
Bye, Betsy. You said, Father
Bye,
Fish,
Betsy.
that Diana Walstead mentioned that the natural aquarium with the plants feeds the fish. You said that in your Walstead video, I believe, the first one.
Will be what?
Your video that just came out yesterday. You said Diana was mentioning in her book that the natural planted aquarium feeds the fish.
No, I don't think I said that.
Did I not hear that right?
You may have heard me say it. I don't believe Diana Wellstead said that.
I wasn't
She
clear
did
that. I'll
say-
have to go back and watch.
She has, well, I can find it. She's talking about the benefits of plants.
Yeah, I
fish.
heard you mention it. But
And she
the
she
reason I
mentioned-
bring it up is, are you going into a second video to discuss that more?
Yeah, today. Yeah. Um,
So tune in, guys.
how plants benefit aquariums. They protect the fish by removing ammonia, remove metals, control algae, stabilize pH, increase biological activity, oxidate the water, remove CO2, prevent substrates from becoming toxic. She does not mention providing nutrition for fish. The planted aquarium, however, does very much do that. The deep substrate. So that's that. I'm glad you brought that up because that is something we've been promoting. That is very much an outgrowth of our application of the Wallstead method, and we'll include that in the video that we're making today, which is all about just that. It's all about what happens when you begin to develop your tanks as Wallstead tanks, as started tanks, and then you move along in that process, refining it and making it more stable. So yeah, it served it. I don't recall Wallstead mentioning that.
Well, I
And
heard you say it in the video, so
if I
I'm not
did,
sure
it was
if I heard you
if I did, I don't believe I would have been quoting her, but rather making a statement based on my own experience.
It could have been, and I just needed to rewatch that part.
Yeah, I may very well have. I don't recall.
I mentioned to you this morning I had to rewind a couple times to hear you better, because there was a lot of you would give a bit of information, and I'm like, I need to listen to that one more time for it to sink in.
Yeah, it kind of worked that way. I was kind of flying through the book.
Yeah.
I've gone back and listened a few times, and it is the sort of video that you have to listen to over and over again to try to get everything, or you can read the book and really get a lot more out of it. Because I just hit the highlights.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, are we down to it here? We're about down.
We're
to
close. We're close. 59
5 more
likes. We're just
We got
one
a few
more
minutes.
like, and we'll get to 60.
Ooh,
One more
one
like,
more like.
or that. But this is preferred.
That'd be awesome.
Because when you do this, Joey and I go, Fatherfish, do they not like us?
I know, that's what I think. I'm like, maybe they
One
don't
more.
like me.
No, it's me.
Mary, it's not you.
It's
we
me.
love you,
It's
Mary.
not you.
You go, Mary.
There's
Awesome,
60.
guys.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
We got it.
Thank you.
All right.
Awesome. Awesome. So far, the
Take
fish,
care, Gil. Good to see you, Gil. Nice to have you with us.
I was
Yes.
just going to be funny.
Do well.
You know me. I was like, I'm going to make a video of me feeding my fish, but I want you to hook up, your your machine to take your heart rate while you watch.
I was thinking about, I got to feed my fish today, and I was thinking about taking you guys along and just watching me feed my fish today.
Why not?
We're going to stress Father Fish right out.
I was like, how can I set this up so I can feed them and you guys can watch?
Right.
I was feeding mine. Mine just ate spinach, my bristlenose. They love that the best.
Oh, you
I
have to be so good, Mary.
Mary?
Come in with the spinach.
The spinach.
So, Mary,
One up me.
one of the YouTubers said, take your salad greens, your kale greens,
Mhm.
and freeze it, put it in the freezer when you get home, and then break it up and crush it.
Mhm.
Oh.
And taking the kale bits, and that's what he fed to his shrimp. So I did that with
Put it
spinach.
in there.
It'd be similar to kale.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Cassidy had an interesting comment earlier on about feeding, and it reminded me of Lee's poop patrol.
Is that Lee or Gollman? No.
He was noticing that
Lee.
even though he had not fed his fish for a month or more, they were still pooping adequately.
Mhm.
Right.
So it's
He
a
did a
good
lot of
way to
research.
do it. Really.
A lot of research.
We're a weird bunch of people when we look at poop, dissect the poop, interested in seeing poop. Yeah, we're weird.
Even Alex in one of his streams one night was talking about his angels eating algae, and it was like lime green coming out of it. And he was like, "Look at that!" And we were all like, "Woo!"
Exactly. It's like,
Look at that.
What kind of poop do you have today?
The Mollies will love that, won't they?
Somebody needs to poop on the stream. Let's poop on the stream. You want to?
Somebody
Yeah,
needs to
anybody that wants to poop on the street.
Well, I
yes.
mentioned the poo
Everybody's
on
like,
the
"What are y'all
bottom,
talking about?"
though, because you may not see your fish ever pooping. But if you see little bits of poo on the bottom, then you know they're pooping.
That's right.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's see if I've got $1 left.
I know, but it is the weird things that we all get excited about in the fish hobby.
Yes,
Okay.
it is. Oh my
Okay,
God,
here we go.
poop day.
Look at that.
Well,
Yeah.
Same with your babies.
Thank you,
You're so
Nicholas.
happy when they poo.
There we
You're
go.
seeing color.
For
Well,
only for 99
if something's
cents, you can poop on the screen.
Right. If something's eating and pooping, then they're generally okay.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
Right. And it's great fertilizer for the deep sand substrate.
Absolutely.
Cap it with sand. Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Well, for a while there, I thought it was snail poo. And then because I've never kept zebra danios or black skirt
That's right.
tetra, so I didn't know what their poo looked like. And then I realized, like, it's their poo.
Right.
I was thinking, like, holy crap, I've got snails in here that just
No.
they
Holy
do
smell proof that, man.
poop a lot.
That's holy poo, Cass.
What's that?
Holy poo. You said holy crap. It's
Yeah.
holy poo.
Holy poo.
Did I say that? I
Holy
didn't even
you
know
did
what I
crap,
said.
man.
You did indeed.
I don't know what I
I
said.
said, holy crap, it's poo.
Okay.
Holy crap, it's poo.
I don't remember saying that already. I forgot what I said.
Nice. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Michael Long, thank you. He did it too. Oh, a good one too for $4.99.
Thank you,
Right.
Michael,
Nice. Thank you, Michael.
who looks
Okay,
like
I'm
he
gonna
has
come
an
in.
elephant or Dumbo ear. Better.
Oh, nice.
I'm not sure if we're going to hear this. I don't hear it right now. Holy carp.
You hear that?
No, we don't hear
No.
it. I think you need to check. Remember, you had to change your microphone or something setting before when this happened?
Thomas has messed me up here.
Yeah.
You can't hear it at all.
It's
No.
always Thomas.
Hi, Michael.
Whatever goes
Just got to
wrong,
make sure you have the
blame
same
Tom.
mic set up.
He's got me thoroughly screwed up here.
Yeah.
I'm
It
going
happened
to
to
jump
me.
on his button as he
So
gets here.
Thomas pooped on the channel.
It
Thomas
happened to
pooped
me
on
that
the
one
channel.
day. It happened to
Everybody
me
just
that one day
blame
with my
Tom.
husband, and he switched inputs on me, and I had to figure out how to switch it back.
System.
So, Mary, so spinach and kale, are they like the same, would you say?
As far as them eating it, they love the spinach the best.
Like the shrimp, for the shrimp.
Oh, the shrimp, probably the
I
kale.
think they'd be equivalent. Kale?
hmm
Okay.
I know goldfish love kale. Do you ever feed yours kale, Joey? I can't
I
even say your
don't,
name.
but I
You
can
don't?
try it.
Do you know
Oh,
why
I
I
like-
have the spinach? Because
Why is-
I went to Subway and I said, oh, they have spinach. You know what? I'm going to get that on the side for my shrimp.
For your shrimp.
Oh, there you go.
Yes. And I brought it home and put it in the freezer.
That's the way
Sharpie
to
was the
do
one
it.
got me on doing all these pleco feedings. The only thing they haven't liked so far has been carrots. They really didn't care that much for those, but they love spinach. That's their favorite.
Well, and that's easy to feed because it doesn't foul the
Mhm.
water.
Right, and it's
So-
gone. Like they eat every bit of it.
Yeah.
That and cucumbers.
So, Father Fish, you just may have to sing a cappella, no music.
Right, I know.
I know I can't get mine recorded. I just don't know what to do. I wrote a song and can't even record it.
He's trying to get it figured out. Well, bye, guys. Thank you for coming in and watching and giving us, 62 likes now. Thank you
Yes,
so much, guys.
Yes, awesome.
Have an awesome day.
yes.
Thank you, thank you.
Hopefully, it's a productive day.
Hey,
I
Greg.
know mine was yesterday. I made the video, and I have a video up now for everybody to watch.
Okay.
All right.
It's decorations related, though.
All right.
Uh-oh, is he talking and we can't hear him?
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he's changing his inputs around.
Jingle
Okay.
bells, jingle
That
bells,
is
jingle
cute.
all the way.
Look at those Daniels.
Where's my little? Oh, I don't have it. Hold on, Mary.
What?
Stay with that. Hold on.
Okay. I was going to say I could try to sing my song, but it's not very good.
Patricia and Pete, a match made in heaven.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mary, go. I'll do this.
Okay. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to cap your aquarium with sand and clay. Hey, jingle bells.
We had to improvise.
That's right. And does he even hear us? He's not even finding us amusing.
No, we're over. So if you guys want to leave, go ahead.
Yeah,
We're done. But
Why
we're going nowhere with this.
Watch him. Bye.
there he goes. He's saying
Oh,
goodbye.
you see me. I'm
Maybe
behind
we
Michael
should-
Long's poop.